Hey guys, I'm here with another video ranking every game I played so far this year. I'm just ranking them based on my opinions only, meaning like if I put a game on the bottom of the list, doesn't mean they're a bad game, just means it was just alright to me. I just played so many games, I played them all the way through and I just want to rank them all just to base how they made me feel, if it was memorable or not. It just sometimes I play these games one time and that was one time only for me, but there's some games I play multiple times and I just want to rank them all and just here's your opinions about it. Did y'all feel the same way about the game or not? It just let me know. So first game I'm gonna pick is the Quarry. I love this game. It told a good story. It wasn't that scary to me. And I just love the story it told. Got these campers, the typical old teenagers doing their own thing. And something bad happens. You got these werewolves, all that teen drama. Like, it was really a good story. I love the characters, meaning like one of my favorite characters was Dylan. He was really my favorite. I can rank them all, to be honest. Each character, from a tier list, which character I like the most, the least, all that. This was also from the developers from Till Dawn who made it Till Dawn. That was one of my favorite games of all time. That what made me get into these type of games, and I just love playing interactive choice-based games where your decisions matter. Your decisions matter, and I love that. So for me, I'm gonna rank the Quarry at A. To me, it was an A to me. I love the Quarry, and I played it multiple times. I played 2 playthroughs by myself and another 2 playthroughs with a friend, and we got different endings for sure. And meaning, like, we turned one of the playthroughs I did with a friend was we turned them all to werewolves, but it was hard to keep them all alive, especially Abby, because she always died, and I was always sad. I just type of person that hates killing these characters. It's just, I just can't. But I love the Quarry. I love the story. I hope they make another one. I always wish they made another Till Dawn 2, but I can't wait for the next one. So the next game I'll talk about and rank is the Coral Island. Coral Island to me, I love it. I love light sim games. I love having a cozy game that I can play and spend hours and hours in. And I have over 100 hours in this game. I just love this game so much. It's like Stardew but different, and it's like the typical, you have your own plot of farmland, and just do whatever you want. Just make your own farm the way you want to see it. That's the easiest way to say it. Just doing your own thing. It told a good story. It has a good story. You know, lore to the town, has good town folks. I just love Coral Island, and I know it's still an early access game, but it still has potential to do good. Meaning it's still an early access. It still isn't at its full release. Has all the content, but as time goes on, it's gonna get it. I'm gonna keep on playing this game because I always play this game every day because it's something I love to relax and just enjoy my time in Coral Island and meeting these amazing town folks. And maybe one day I'll do a video ranking these town folks and ranking them in a way as which ones are dateable for me, would I date them or not, or whatever. I know I have some town folks in Coral Island in my mind that I would date, but for me, Coral Island would be a C because it's not fair if I put it higher because it's not fully out of early access. So a C would be good. Next game I will talk about is Saints Row. Saints Row to me was a good game. Well, let me backtrack that. It was all right. I love the story and concept it tried to give. I love the customization in the game. That was the best part in the game, customizing your character the way you wanted to be, and that was something I love because I spent so many hours customizing my character to look so good. But to me, what I felt flat is the story and character. Sometimes I felt like the story wasn't all that. Sometimes I felt the characters all just felt bland. I try to force myself to like a character, but that's the bad thing to do because I end up not really liking the character after all. But Saints Row was decent. I finished the game, but there's some things it lacked for me. It was like the side content. It was so repetitive where sometimes I turn off my phones because I can't. It was just like I just didn't want to play anymore. It was too repetitive. It's like, do I have to really do this to just progress in the story? Because it was sometimes like some things were locked behind. Oh, you gotta do so many of challenges that unlock the story, and I hated that. It was like, God, these repetitive is so repetitive. These side quests, side activities. But my brother liked it. That was my brother said he liked it. That's good, I guess. But to be honest, for me, my ranking is going to be on the bottom because sometimes I wish I saved my money and just wait till it went on sale. But next game I'm going to talk about is Stray. Stray was a nice, cute little game where you play as a cat, and I love that concept. And it was something different because we never get to play it as an animal and go see it through their eyes, and I love that. And it also was set in a futuristic world. Come on now. And I love that. And I just always wonder every time what happened to the end? What happened to the world in general? And that kept me going and wanting to learn more about this story and learning about the lore of this town and of this world to me in general. Like maybe that would happen to us in years to come. But I love the concept of playing as a cat. It was cute. I loved it. I would play Stray again. I loved it. I hope they make a sequel, to be honest. But me ranking Stray, it would be an A tier. Next game I'm going to talk about is Road 96. Road 96 was a fun game. I played it on the PC. It was an Xbox, Game Pass game, and I loved it. Where it was interesting game where you're just a kid going through this world, and whereas like it was felt heavily on politics a lot. I don't want to get into all that, but it was just really a nice concept game where you're just on runway trying to get out of this world where it wasn't really good. I played this multiple times with different playthroughs, trying to get every ending, trying to see it every through these kids' eyes. It was a really nice story. I loved it. I mean, I would recommend it to play it. Really good game. And it was really nice. So for me, I'll rank it a B. Next game I'm gonna play. Next game I'm gonna rank is, let's go with Uncharted. Uncharted was a really nice game to come back to when it got a PS5 update, more of like revamped to be like a PS5 version. But I love coming back to Uncharted. I love the story. I love the concept. I love everything about Uncharted. Going back, playing as Nathan Drake, playing his story again. It was really nice. I loved it. And the world in the game was so beautiful on the PlayStation 5. And I just love this game so much. And I'll always play this game no matter what because I just love Nathan Drake. And also playing as Chloe too. That also getting a PS5 update too. So it was really nice coming back to these games, reliving these stories again. I just love it. You know, Uncharted is one of my favorite series to play. Just playing as Nathan, finding these lost treasures. I always like being wonder if I can do this in real life and find lost hidden treasures somewhere in the world. But I just love the story, and I wonder if they will ever make another Uncharted game, either through the eyes of Nathan Drake or Chloe or somebody new. But I love the series so much. It was one of the good games. I'm glad I played on the PS5. And controls, it felt good. It was really amazing. So for me, it would be a B. The next game I'm gonna rank is Ariverse. Ariverse to me, it came out not that long ago on because if you get Art Village, Ari Village, you would get Ariverse. It was another multiplayer game, and I just want to talk a little bit on it. I don't know. It really didn't get that much hype or get that much. We really didn't see much of it till it came out with Ari Village not that long ago, like a month. For me, I played like one match, and this is my opinion on it. It wasn't the best feeling. The controls felt wonky. It wasn't the best multiplayer. I always say Art Resistance was a better multiplayer than Ariverse, and so that's just me saying like it's not the best game there is. Best multiplayer in general. Just it's not it. It's just not it. Ariverse was not the best. So for me, it'd be the bottom. Me doing that now, I'm gonna put Saints Row E Ariverse F. I feel like that's a better judgment than putting Saints Row on the very bottom. So the next game I will talk about is WWE. I'm not really WWE is wrestling. You get to play as one of your favorite wrestlers and fight, make these dream matches you wish they can have in real time. Like I wish putting up against Trish with Sasha Banks or someone like that. Like I loved it. It also had a nice story too, where you create your own story, leading your own path in WWE, coming the next big thing, winning world titles and all that. I love WWE. I play it most of the time just because I just want to, fight and just have these one of a kind matches. And I love the game, and I will always play it. So for me, it would be a B because I love wrestling and I always grew up on WWE. I always watch it. I mean, I don't watch it. I always watch the recap highlights and everything, but WWE is a really fun game I play. It's like the only sports game I'll play. So WWE, yeah, I love it. Next game I'll talk about is Hoka Life. Hoka Life to me is like if I don't know, it was I'm gonna say it's like Animal Crossing where you have these villagers because they're here and there. I mean, it's another light sim game, cozy and all that. But for me, it fell flat because it kind of for me it felt like I didn't know what to do most of my days. It felt like like I felt bored sometimes, and I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and then half the time, then once you like build your own furniture, like I'm not good at building my own furniture, so. But anyways, Hoka Life is a cute game. I mean, I haven't gone back to it for a while, but it's a nice cozy game. I mean, I won't lie, it was kind of like interesting and kind of fun customizing my character. But for me overall, Hoka Life was alright. I mean, it wasn't like as I expected. I mean, it's to me the overall wet kind of do it through it for me. It was just slow and just finding what to do every day. But I know it's a fun game. Maybe if I gave it another try, and try to put more hours into this game, maybe I like it even more. But for right now, for me, it's a D. But it's a cute game. I mean, the villagers are cute. I mean, who doesn't want a rabbit? Who doesn't want to be living next to a rabbit? Or, there's a lot of cute animals in that game where you can live, like Animal Crossing. But yeah, but anyways, let's get to the next game, Dying Light. Dying Light, to me, it was a fun game. I liked it. I mean, I like the story. I love the concept of it being a choice based where your choices kind of matter, but sometimes I feel like it didn't matter. That was my biggest issue. I felt like I didn't feel like my choices really matter at the end of the day. It was just like, oh, just pick whatever. But it told a good story. The combat was good. I love the gore, fighting. I had a hard time sometimes with the first person fighting, maybe because I'm not really used to it. I love the parkour, jumping from roof to roof. You know, it was a good story. I played it all the way through. I played it day long when the day got released, and oh my god, it has so many bugs. Like some side quests didn't work, so that kind of like made me not like it that much. It was like felt like I was missing out so much. But Dying Light was a good game. I won't lie, I liked it. It kept me going, keep wanting to know more about the story. I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll make another one, but for me, I'll rank Dying Light C. No, let's put it a D. D. It's not like my parent game. Next game I'll talk about is Dinkum. Dinkum is another life sim game. I always describe it as like Animal Crossing and Stardew had an Australian baby. That's how I always describe it as. But it was another life sim game where you're in this little trying to run away from a town where it's not really the best, and you're just living in this island where you make it your own and just build this amazing town the way you want it to be. And that's what I've been doing in Decom. I have 100 hours in this game, and I just been building my town the way I see it with these town folks I have. I mean, it's still an early access game, meaning it's not fully where it's at, but as time goes on, it will be. So Dinkum for me, it will be a C. I love it. I mean, it's another life sim game, and I love cozy games, and this is something I would always go to. Another game I would go to is Blood Hunt. Blood Hunt was another. It's like a multiplayer game. It's like battle royale, and it was a fun game. I mean, I played it for about like 2, 3 months, and I got like tired of it just because it was lacking a lot of. It was slow to make a match make. It was fun. I love the characters. I love the customization. The characters look nice and everything. That's one thing draw me to it. I love the gameplay. It was fun. It was different, but it lacked so many things. It kind of made me. I just couldn't see myself going back to the game. Sometimes it felt slow in ways like it couldn't find a match make. And I was playing this on console, so that's another big reason. So maybe it's better now. Who knows? But for me, I'll put it in E. Another game I'll talk about is this as far as it's a Xbox exclusive, I think. I played it on PC because I got the PC Xbox gaming, and I played this game. It's like a novel-based interactive game, and it was really nice. I loved. It was different, nice, and it told a good story, and that's what I love about it. It told a good story where it kept me going, wanted to know more. What's going to happen to this character? Going back, seeing these other characters' perspective. That's like all coming back, leading to the main problem in the story. If you haven't played it, I would recommend it. It's a different type of style interactive game. It's like a novel base, but at the same time, I like the game. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's multiple endings. The way if you would have done some situations, I only did it one playthrough and I liked it. I mean, it was a good game. You can also play with friends and everything. Play with friends, and I'm pretty sure that'd be more better. But I just know you can play with friends. But overall, Dust As Falls was a good game. So I would put it. Let's see. Another game I'll talk about is Multiverses. Multiverse, I played a bit of, and it was a fun game. I mean, I'm never really highly on some like games like this because it's similar to Smash Brothers, like Super Smash Brothers, which I wasn't really good at. But overall, this game it made me feel like I like the game. I love the characters. I love the concept of fighting, being as Batman, fighting Bugs Bunny, all those characters. Good concept and all. I loved it. I mean, I don't play it now. I think it's just because I'm not really too big into it. But overall, it was a good game. So I don't want to put it any higher rank. I'll put it like a D just because I don't really play it. I only play it like a certain time, like a couple months, and that was it. Next game we'll talk about is Disney Dreamlight Valley. Disney Dreamlight Valley. Oh my god, I love the game. Ugh, it's still in early access. It's another light sim cozy game where you create your own character and build this little valley of yours, helping these characters with their side quests, main story. Just rebuilding this valley where it once was before the Forgotten King took over the town. And I just love this game. I have over 200 hours because I just be playing this game all the time, customizing my character, my house, my valley, everything in between. I just love this game so much, and I would recommend it for anyone to play this game. So yeah, Disney Dreamlight Valley is a really fun game. So C rank because it's still in early access. Cyberpunk. Oh my god, playing on the PS5 version, It was really great, really fun to go back to, and I love the game. I love Cyberpunk. It's one of my favorite games. It's one of the memorable stories I have for myself, and I just love playing Cyberpunk. It was really nice to go back to back in February, and I finished it on my birthday. I beat the game on my birthday, so that was so memorable for me. Just like I just love Cyberpunk. I love the story it told. I love customizing my character. I just love it. I just love the ending. I love the music. Cyberpunk told one of the best stories for me, and for me, I'll give it mm, an S because I love Cyberpunk. I just love Cyberpunk. I could play that game again, and I can't wait to play the expansion pass, which comes out next year. So for me, why I put it up top tier is just because I love the story. I love everything about it. Next game is Gotham Knights. Gotham Knights was a fun game. I love playing as my favorite Batman family superhero like Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, Robin. My favorite two are Batgirl and Robin. They were fun to play as. I love the combat. I love the story, but my flaw for this one was like I felt like the story was short, really short, and it felt like the side quests, like the villains you had to fight were like Harley, Clayface, and Mr. Freeze. I feel like I wish there was more bad guys we could have fought. I wish there was more to it. I felt it came off a little short, but it was a good story overall. It kept me going playing. I played it like about 3 times. Three different endings. Playing as Robin, Batgirl, Nightwing, and Red Hood. I try to mix everything when I try to see everything through their eyes. I love it. I maxed my characters out. That's why I even got a platinum. I even platinum Gotham Knights. I just love the story. I just love Batman in general. That's why I fell in love with this game. And I also play with a friend. It was also nice playing a friend, seeing what they think about it. They loved it. I had a great time playing it. It was a really fun game. Gotham Knights, I would recommend playing with a friend. Also playing a story by yourself and just enjoying the costumes or in the game were good. So I would rank it an A. So the next 3 games, I'm gonna go with Horizon. Horizon Forbidden West. Oh, it was a good game. I loved it. I love going back to the story and seeing more. Because I played the first one. I didn't play the first game to like 2 years after the first game launched. So I was a little late to Horizon, but me playing Horizon got me so excited for this game, and I just love Aloy. I love the story they told for her and like the concept, what happened to this world, in the decade, well, not in the decade, like what happened in the future, how it just got overran by these robots, mechanics. It was a great story, and I loved it. I loved Aloy. I always fascinated by this world and like how it became this way. And now just like playing Forbidden West, I just love the story. I love the characters. It was fun just going around this whole map, open world, and just seeing everything. I just can't wait for the next one. I just know how to wait to end it. It's just like there's gonna be another one, and I feel like that could be the last one. But who knows? I just love the comeback. I love the story it told. You know, there are times in the games that made me sad because certain characters, you know, had died. I don't want to spoil it, but a certain character goes, and it was sad. But Horizon Forbidden was a good game that I played, and it was so beautiful on the PS5. So for me, it would be an S. 'Cause- And Last of Us Part Two. I love this game, and I always love the Last of Us series. And it was amazing that it got like a PS5 port update. It was great to come back to the story, and then having it go from this one to the second one. it was a really great story. I always loved The Last of Us. It was always gonna be top tier for me because the story is always good, and I always loved it. I can talk about Last of Us, my opinions and everything about this game in general. For me, Last of Us will be as and then God of War Ragnarok, my favorite game of this year. It will always just the story, the characters, and everything about this game. I love. It would be my favorite game this year because it just after playing this game, it just made me feel sad just beating the game because it was like, oh, I just don't know what to do. It was a good story. Like part of me didn't want to beat this game because I just love this game so much, and I still like. I just wish there was a new game plus so I can redo this whole game again because I just love it. I love the combat. I love the story. I love playing as Atreus. Playing as Atreus was new and it was fun. His combat was really fun to play as. I just really love this game and damn, it was just my favorite game of this year. And I can keep going on talking about this. This is not all what's about talking about this game. I just want to rank them. That's it. So for me, will be S tier. Number one for me. And like I said, every game I rank is just the way I feel about it, how I feel about each game. Doesn't mean they're a bad game. They're just alright. Some of them, you know, like some of them that I do play 100 hours in, like Horror Island, Disney, and Dingo. Doesn't mean they're just in the middle because they're still in early access. And some games like C and above are like for me my favorites, and down below they're alright to me. Meaning like they were alright. I played them. They were good stories, and that was it. See and above, the meaning like they were great games. I play them all the time. I would play them again. They had a great story, and I just love them. I just love playing games in general. I probably would do a series where I just talk about one game in general and just tell you why I like them, why I like each game, just going in depth about these games in general, like how it made me feel. Did I cry? Did I have emotions? Like, there's so many games I played in the past that it left a mark on me where I had so many emotions to this game. I felt attached. But anyways, this is my rank list of each game I played this year and how it made me feel. So let me know in the comments if you felt the same way. What was your favorite game of this year? I just want to know. This was my favorite games. These are the games I just played this year, and this is the way I see them. But anyway, just know I will probably go in depth in each game I played over my lifetime. I just love talking about games and just hearing your opinions and seeing if y'all feel the same way about them. But this was just my opinions. Nothing bad about these games. I love them all. I love playing games. That's why I rank them. I just want to see what y'all think. But anyways, I'm Isaiah Rocha, and this was my ranking list of my top this is my ranking list of the games I played this year. But anyways, till next time, I'm Isaiah Rocha.